I'm actually recording now. Maybe, we just need to only make controversial podcasts from now on, because that was the most interaction we ever got, was the last one.
We might have to do like a follow-up after this.
Oh, I want to do a follow-up one, like a tier one, but I really want to get people in the call and so we can tell them they're fucking stupid.
It's just a roast.
Yeah. I have actually one I'm preparing for when we record that. It's going to be another ranking where we're going to roast our friends.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what this episode is, Looch? No, I don't want to spoil it.
Why?
This is double digits. This is episode 10.
Oh, shit. Wait, seriously?
Yeah. I mean, if we were on a good schedule, this would be like episode like 18, but...
Yeah, facts.
We had a little break.
Milestone.
But we've been good for the last, 1, 2, I don't remember. I'm not always good at uploading them. We've been recording them at a good rate.
Yeah.
Alright, so this time we're gonna... This is another... It's not as controversial, but it's gonna be some hot take fucking...
I have some hot takes.
Mine's just gonna be like... I don't know. I don't really have many hot takes. Mine's gonna be really weird, though, because my music taste is, like, up and down all over the place.
Yeah, I can relate to that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be able to tell just from the beginning part where we go through elementary, middle school, high school, now.
Oh, I'm excited for elementary.
I wonder if we have, if in any of our lists we have the same, like, album or band in the same spot. That would be insane.
Ooh, that might be...
I actually have some hot analytics because there's this thing you can download for iTunes where I can look at exactly how many hours I've listened to every musician since I downloaded iTunes.
Whoa, that's actually kind of cool.
So I have it broken down by my shit when we get there. You know me and my freaking statistics.
Yeah, I want to hear that because I don't have anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know what you listen to music, but like Spotify has like a thing that you can listen to, like you can see what your most listened to song ever is and shit like that, but it's not like as detailed.
Let me see if I can find that.
I don't know. I don't use Spotify, so I don't know, but I know that Haley has told me because she's looked at it.
I just use it because it's easy with the fucking Xbox app.
Yeah, that's why. That's like the only thing that's made me consider switching to Spotify.
Yeah, the whole Xbox part of it is really nice and like
I use
convenient.
SoundCloud on Xbox, even though it doesn't have like any
really?
like modern music. I mean, it has modern music. It doesn't have any like high quality music.
I didn't even know that there was a fucking app for it on Xbox.
Yeah, I use it because what I do is I just go on the freaking like this a thing where you could just start a station where it'll play random songs you haven't heard, and I just listen to like weird like 13-year-old kids to like 20-year-olds who are trying to be SoundCloud rappers. And like so I probably find one good song out of about every 8 hours of SoundCloud rap I listen to.
Oh my god.
It's really bad, but it's like kind of funny, so it's fine. Because I save a lot of shitty songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. So I actually wrote an outline for this one. This is the first time I wrote an outline in like 4 podcasts. We've just been kind of winging it. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was so obviously we're gonna at least for myself, my music taste has changed a lot, especially actually recently, like within the last like 6 months.
Yep. Yeah, me too.
Do you like, at least growing up, maybe not so much now, did you listen to like basically just the same music your parents listened to, or were you the opposite where you're like you just wanted to listen to your own shit, like you don't want to listen to like what your parents thought was cool?
I don't know. It was I think I did that more a little bit later, like if we're going elementary or whatever. I listened to a lot of stuff that like my brothers introduced me to pretty much. See,
that I didn't really think about that. I'm the oldest sibling, so
yeah, so you kind of get conked there.
Yeah, I wouldn't have that because like my sister, my one sister is 3 years younger than me, and my other sister is 8 years younger than me.
Oh yeah, so you can't really use that.
Yeah, I can't relate.
Well, I listen to a little bit of stuff that they listen to, mostly because you're in the fucking car and you kind of have to. But like other than that, not really.
No, see, when I got my first MP3 player, I was like, I don't even like know what to do. And my dad's just like, here, I'll just drag all my music onto yours. So that's what I listen to.
That happened to me too. I did do that with the MP3, but I didn't use it for that long though.
Oh, I was like, on my MP3 player like all day. I had music playing.
Holy shit.
I was
know, I
like
kinda missed out on that.
addicted to it, which is funny because when the iPod became a thing, I basically like quit listening to music for like 4 years.
Oh, really?
Like during like middle schoolish until like between like sixth grade. No, it was like sixth grade, seventh grade actually. Probably only I really just stopped listening to music. Like obviously like
So like middle school time?
yeah, like the end of eighth grade, I started like getting back into it because of like I don't know, like that's when you hang out with your friends a lot more, and you get a lot of influence from your friends.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had periods like that too. Do you just want to jump like, where's that? You had that one question about like how much you listen to now.
How much
Is that
time?
like,
Yeah.
is that like the most that you ever have, or is it like
Now
up
is
there?
the most I listen to music. Like I honestly,
Yeah, I said the same thing. It's definitely the most for me.
because like when I was little, when I had an MP3 player, that was probably the second most, and then it kind of died off. And even in high school, it's not nearly as much as now.
Yep. I'd say like the last, I don't know, maybe year or so is by far the most for me.
Yeah,
Like, by
I
a
always
lot.
have music playing, like even when I'm in like Discord or something or like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Pretty much all the time I'm playing anything, it's always on.
right. Like when I play COD, I always have to have it on because I can't just like, when I'm playing by myself, especially.
You
It's
gotta have
too
something to like keep you
mind-numbing.
distracted.
I can't just
Yeah.
like play COD for fun anymore.
No.
Um, so if we want to go in, I'll just start right here. In elementary, I just have 3 bands listed that were like
Okay.
this was my shit. Nickelback.
Okay, go ahead.
Nickelback, Hinder, and Green Day.
Oh,
Dude, like my half of my freaking MP3 player was Nickelback, honestly.
wow. That's already a hot take.
Now, hot take, when I was had my birthday party at Skate Express, you get to pick a song, and I had them play Next Contestant by Nickelback, which is not even a popular Nickelback song.
Oh, so at least you're a hardcore fan.
Yeah, right. They're like, yeah, I don't think we have this one.
Did you like that song with the photograph meme?
Yeah, I liked all the songs. I was a big Nickelback guy. Fuck you mean? And then Hinder was just like because of my mom and dad. I mean, they sing like, do you know who they are?
No.
Oh, you know the song like Lips of an Angel or anything like that?
Maybe if I heard it, I
It's
bet.
just a song about like cheating on your girlfriend.
Oh,
And then Green Day. I was like big into Green Day. My parents loved Green Day. I had like when I was like in kindergarten, I had like the Green Day T-shirt and shit. And I'm like, I don't even know what this is, but it has a grenade. Because I had like the American Idiot T-shirt and stuff.
mm-hmm.
So that's my elementary. What about you?
I think you might know some of these. So completely like different hot takes. Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Weird
I
Al.
remember.
Oh yeah, Michael Jackson was big. Oh, I should fucking play the video. Hold up.
I should have had Weird Al on mine. Now I don't know why I didn't.
Michael Jackson, Weird Al, and Lady Gaga. Those are the picks, which is pretty appropriate because it just played the
Dude.
music video for "Perform This Way," and that one's fucking great.
I have to add Lady Gaga to my middle school list. I tried to get my mom to let me buy a Lady Gaga T-shirt, and she said no because I was a boy. Like fuck you and your gender norms, mom.
She really say that?
Yeah.
Get fucking conked.
I know,
Oh my
I was
God, this video
pissed.
is
I was
so
like,
bad.
come on, I listen to Lady Gaga every day, mom.
Yeah, that's honestly kind of fucked up.
No,
Wait,
I don't.
how old were you?
Like 13.
Oh, come on.
I know,
13?
mom. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding, mom. I'm sorry.
Aw.
She
So
wouldn't
those are
care.
the-
I don't think she really actually cared. I just don't think she wanted to buy it for me.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. She just wanted like a reason to not do it.
Yeah. God damn it.
Yeah, those are the 3 for me for elementary, and the fucking tribute
Claughton's
video
mom
is
is a
just like
bigot.
the big one. God damn it! I might have to add Green Day to my middle school because that definitely applies for me.
Yeah.
I'm conking. I'm adding them in.
I know, I'm like editing my list as if anybody's gonna look at this.
Yeah, no, it's important.
Oh, for sure.
Prin's making a cameo right now.
Oh, I see that. Oh, I just about pulled it up. Oh my god, the Smooth Criminal music video tribute.
I might have just skipped this part.
Can we get an
Okay,
F in
do you wanna
chat
do
for
your,
40k views or whatever?
Oh yeah, this is like my most viewed video. So
all
if you want to
time.
yit on it, look at that. 38,000 of people have watched this.
And like
That's pretty
24
impressive.
likes.
28 to 16, that's not bad. For how bad it is, that's not bad. Imagine if she did let him get the Lady Gaga music. He'd be, oh god. Whoa, wait, hold on. Did you see that moonwalk? That was clean.
This is clean. Can we get I love 300 Legos in the chat?
Alright, do you want to conquer middle school?
Okay, so middle school is where it takes a hard fucking left turn out of nowhere.
Okay.
Middle school, all I listened to was YMCMB, which is a rap label, which is Young Money, Cash Money, bitch.
Ooh.
All I listened to was like 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne, and Tyga, and like Nicki Minaj.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, I know. I have distinct memories of playing MW3 and listening to Starships by Nicki Minaj while playing on repeat.
Oh my god.
I was like, that was like, yeah, I was actually like, freaking birthday song by 2 Chainz with a song where he goes, all I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. I don't know if you've ever seen that from the memes, but
oh, classic.
That song Andrew sent me. He's like, dude, look how bad this rap is. I was like, dude, I like this song. And after that, he's what ruined it for me, and I became a die-hard 2 Chainz fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I still, like, if 2 Chainz drops an album, I listen to it just to respect my elders. He's like 40 years old.
Oh, really? Holy shit.
Yeah. I did
not realize that.
He was like 38, I think, when he blew up, so he's probably like 45 now.
Oh, that's crazy. It's weird because I don't know. I haven't seen those. I haven't looked into those videos that much, so I just imagine that he's like 25 or something.
Yeah, he's
at that time.
He's in it with Kanye West, and they're literally just like walking around with chicks with their asses out and with terrible lyrics.
I'm gonna have to watch it now.
Yeah, you probably don't watch it on stream, but
probably not on stream, but I'll have to check it out.
And then just like Lil Wayne and Tyga, you know, Lil Wayne especially had so many freaking hits. Even like people who don't listen to rap listen to Tyga. I mean Lil Wayne.
Yeah, that's true.
Like he was on the radio.
I mean, he's pretty fucking big.
2 Chainz is 41. Yeah, that's pretty fucking old.
Yeah, that is actually really old. I mean, if he's still putting stuff out.
No, he is.
Okay, that's actually kind of impressive.
I mean, Eminem is like what? He's really old. Did he just turn 40 or 50?
I don't think he's 50 yet, but he's old.
Why is it not? It's usually right on the first thing.
Yeah, why is it not showing it? 46.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking old.
Yeah, true.
Alright, we got freaking Roman in the chat. He's our new fucking research guy.
Eminem is 46. Okay, you know what? He's just going to be the Drew of this podcast.
Yeah, I'm just going to let you do it. And I'm not going to look anything else up.
Nope, not doing it.
Alright, what's your middle school?
I went through, I guess overall you could say the emo phase, kind of. And I put Green Day, which isn't really emo, but...
It's like, well, it's like pop punk.
Yeah.
So they wear eyeshadow and like makeup, so it's emo.
Yeah. Breaking Benjamin from Halo. Do you
Breaking
know
Benjamin, big Breaking Benjamin guy, huh?
I had to say from Halo because you know the one Halo 2 mission where they have the song in there?
Hell yeah, I do.
That shit's pretty dope. And then Cell Dwellers, like kind of a...
I do not even know what that is.
That's like an underground thing, but I don't know. I'll show you it after.
Were you like an underground emo punk band elitist? You're like,
no,
you don't
really.
know who fucking Cell Dwellers is? No.
No, I only know about them from a montage. That's how I found out about them. If you go through gaming montages, there's a lot of montages use their songs for some reason.
One popular person probably made it, and then I bet you everybody stole it.
Yeah,
that's what happened. I mean, that's like songs honestly blew up like that.
Well, they also do a bunch of music for like
frickin'
game soundtracks. They the Killer Instinct game, I think they did the soundtrack for that.
I've never played it, but
I don't know why I say they. It's one guy. It's not even a band. It's like a one-man band. Yeah, it does, but I guess it's not. So yeah, I guess that was like the punk / emo phase. overall.
Everybody's got to go through that. I mean, I
Yeah,
didn't,
true.
but I'm just I was kind of listening to Green Day when you're like 9 years old.
That's still emo.
I listen to Green Day now still, though.
Yeah, I still do too.
I mean, some of their music is kind of garbage because you could tell they were just like making catchy music for the radio.
That one fucking is that what's the name of the album with the grenade?
That's American Idiot.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. God damn it. Because we're watching Weird Al music videos, I wanted to say Canadian Idiot. I'm not even kidding.
Get everything mixed
that's
up.
why I was confused. That album's fire though, like as a whole.
It has like all of their best songs on it besides a couple.
Yep. See, aren't there bands like that where they have one that's just like way better than the others? And,
Yeah,
like,
if you look at Green Day's like Essential Hits, almost every song from that album is on their Essential Hits album.
yeah, like they maybe have like one good song here and there on other ones, but that album is like
Yeah, there's some good songs on the other ones, but that album
Yeah.
alone has like every song on that was like a chart hitting song.
hmm If someone says they listen to Green Day, that's probably what they're talking about. They're like, oh, I
Right?
listen
That's
to this
always the
album.
album I go to, unless I go to like what's the album called, like Dookie or Doobie or something.
It's something like that. I think I haven't listened
It's-
to it
yeah,
yet,
it's
but
Dookie.
apparently their pre-American Idiot stuff has some decent stuff in there.
Yeah, do you know like Brain Stew is good, Basket Case or whatever it's called is good.
I think I've heard that. I haven't gone through all of them yet.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine? That's Basket Case or whatever. I can't remember what it's called.
Okay. Do you want to conquer your high school?
So high school is basically full blown only hip hop, like rap. That's it. That's all I listened to.
Okay.
Like Lil Uzi Vert, Playboi Carti, my like favorite two rappers. Then at the end, that was like towards the end of high school, I was super into SoundCloud rap. Like I was following Lil Pump's SoundCloud page when he only had like 3 songs on it. Cause this is
Oh my
bullshit.
God.
I specifically remember picking people up in my car and I'd be like, "Yo, dude, you want to hear some Lil Pump?" They're like, "Who the fuck is this guy? This is trash." And now now he's fucking gigantic and he's like, has multi-millions of dollars.
And now he sucks Riley Reid's toes.
Exactly, he's a legend just for that.
That's
But like I had
really
like
sweet.
super like SoundCloud like XXXTentacion, Smoke Perp, like I know you don't know how all these people are, but
I recognize a lot of those names. I don't know if I've heard the songs, but I've definitely heard of them before.
yeah, so that was like just only rap. That's all I would listen to until literally like maybe within the last 6 months. That's how it was up to that point.
Okay. I think my high school phase, like, maybe is like I got to where you are now a little bit early. So I went the hardcore metal phase in high school. So I put Metallica, Megadeth, Iron Maiden, and Pantera all on there.
Ooh, Pantera's good. I forgot they existed, honestly.
Yup, they're pretty bond. That fucking A New Level song might be my favorite.
I didn't know they
There's a
still
lot
made
of good
music.
ones, but
I just remember listening to their first music with like my dad listened to.
let me see what their most recent thing is. No, they definitely don't. There's no way they still make stuff, I would think. Because, like, 2 of them died, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm looking at their Spotify thing, and one of the most recent albums is still Cowboys from Hell, so that's got to be pretty old.
Pretty old, yeah.
But yeah, that was the conch. Oh yeah, Roman, of course you know all of them. You're by. Yeah, I had the conch. Most of that's because I was like talking about my brothers. Most of that's because of Matt. I think in the high school phase. That's most of what he listens to. For the most part.
Okay, sorry. You want to move into some tier list action?
Oh, don't we got to do the now?
Oh yeah.
Don't want to conch that.
Now kind of blends into the first tier list of who our top 5 current musicians are, but
Okay.
now I listen to like what I said for high school, but also I've been listening to a lot of metal in general, but like anything like 60s to 90s metal and rock I will listen to pretty much.
Yeah,
Like I've been
that's
trying to
pretty much where
find
I'm
new
at.
artists and albums I haven't heard before like every single day. So it's
Yep.
hard to like pinpoint specifically. But the ones that stuck with me the most is probably Metallica.
Mm-hmm.
I love Metallica now. Like I really was not even like I knew their big songs, but like I was not into it before like 6 months ago, and now I'm like obsessed.
Yeah, now you gotta rip some solos on Guitar Hero.
I do have a Guitar Hero now, as of like a month ago.
God, I'm actually kind of jealous. I want to play that again.
Yeah, it's actually way harder than I remember. It makes me feel like shit.
No, it's actually that hard though. Like you see the videos of people dominating the 200% speed and whatever, and I just don't understand.
Claughton said stuck. Shut the fuck up!
Well, get fucked, Roman.
Yeah, get stuck, Roman.
I don't have much more to add because it's kind of the same thing. Like I pretty much do the exact same thing. I go through all like 60s to 90s stuff, just looking for new stuff. That's what I've been doing for like the past 3 months. So, for the ones I put in there, I think the Pixies are really good. And then Men at Work is like an 80s weird band.
I know.
Yeah. Because I know you didn't hear about Rush when we did the tier list. I think they're pretty bon. I heard about them from fucking Trailer Park Boys. that was the first exposure. Just realized there's like several Canadian artists on here. But yeah, so basically just going through like just trying to find new shat. So it kind of changes like every day.
Yeah, that's me too. Like my top 5 current musicians has somebody I didn't know about until about a week and a half ago.
Yep. A lot of the albums are like that I listed are shit that I just heard about like a week ago or something, stuff like that. Maybe in the last month.
All right, do you want to move on to our current musicians?
Yeah, this one was hard for me. I think it'll be easier for you.
Okay, we'll just go like I'll go 5, you go 5, then 4, you know.
All right, yeah, we can do that.
My 5th one is so this is all right. You'll learn later on they're ranked higher on my all-time list, but this is just like how much I've been listening to them recently. My number 5 is Queen. I don't know. Queen's just the GOAT. I don't know what else to say. If you don't like Queen, you can go fucking do something. Go shove a stick up your ass.
You put him at the number 5?
That's just because I haven't been listening to him as much because I've been exploring new music.
Oh, okay.
You'll see my respect for him in a later list.
Okay. Oh, for the all time?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. For my 5, I put Dream Theater, which does a bunch of different type of like experimental
I feel like I've heard of them.
Yeah, they have some really like long songs and just I don't know, different type of metal music, I guess. And they still make stuff now. I think their last album came out this year, so
yeah, I feel like I've definitely heard of them before for being like experimental.
I'm sure you have. So I don't know. I think they still come out with new interesting stuff, and the last album was pretty bon, so I had to put them in there.
It's hard to find anybody who releases new metal that's not complete ass. So
that's why I had to throw them in the list. Like most of the other bands that I like,
that.
they don't make stuff anymore. Apparently, Judas Priest's last album is fire, but I haven't listened to it yet.
I've never listened to them. I know of them. That's it. They were on like a list when I was looking up like who should I listen to.
Yeah. Painkiller's a pretty good song. That's about all I know.
Okay.
That's all I've got.
My number 4 is I didn't know about him until like a week and a half ago or something like that. It's Nuclear Assault. Nuclear Assault.
Oh, so you told me. Okay.
Is a heavy metal band that didn't really ever blow up. Like they kind of just died off in the 80s and the 90s. But I love their music. I've seriously listened to this one album called Handle with Care every single day since the first time I heard them, at least once through the whole album. Like I don't know why, it's got like really, really good like guitar riffs on it, but like I actually like the vocalist a lot too. Which is like I like the Metallica vocalist, but Metallica to me, I'm like I could just listen to the instrumentals all day long. I don't care. I like the vocals, but I like if I could only listen to their instrumentals for the rest of my life, they would still be one of my favorite bands.
I agree with that. The instrumental songs are some of my favorites.
You need to listen to. So their last 2 albums had like really shit bass on them, which like really kills it because Metallica used to have like just really good bass. Like that was like,
yeah,
if you listen to, there's these edited versions of and Justice for All and Death
Yup.
Metallic or whatever with
Yup.
edited bass, dude, that's so good.
And Justice for All with the fucking bass makes it like a top 3 album. It's so much better.
I
Because
wish,
when
yeah.
you listen to the actual cut, you like can't hear it on any song.
Oh yeah, so you've heard it, yeah. That Justice for All
You
with
know,
that cut in is so good.
I haven't heard the other one, but I've heard the Injustice for All one. I usually, if I want to listen to that album, I usually listen to
Oh,
that.
see, I used to just listen to the regular one, and then it came up when I recommended the bass like fixed one, or I can't remember what it's called, but
Yep. Well, because
that's all I can listen to.
there's apparently like a pretty big controversy about that. Like a lot of people still bitch about that on that. Like they want them to come out with a remaster or something with the bass mixed in better.
They should, because it's the first one sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying, especially because there's good bass lines on it too. They just fucked it for some reason.
Yeah, I don't understand why. Who's your number 4?
Number 4, I'm gonna make Roman Yard. I put Death Grips on there because
I've heard of Death
it's-
Grips as well. I've just not listened to him yet.
I don't know. If I was gonna pick one word, I would just say like different. it's just
It's
different.
good defined
but
in metal. It's hard sometimes because a lot of times it just sounds like they're trying to be Metallica
yeah,
or somebody
yeah,
like
that's
that.
true.
They're trying to be like,
Trying to be some artist that's already there.
yeah.
That's why I like them because they're everything I listen to of them is just different and like I'm never bored. I guess so. That's why I had to put them on there.
Oh, Roman hype in the chat with the Pog Champ.
Yeah, he's Yard. He's Yard.
My number 3 is Metallica.
Okay.
Just because big Metallica guy now all of a sudden. I mean, I was just kind of talking about them. Metallica's instrumentals just are the best that
Yeah,
exist.
if Match was on this podcast, he'd be Yard.
Oh, I'm better be big yard from Roman in the chat. I don't really got anything else to say. I'll talk about more Metallica and like every
Alright,
list.
hot take on what's your favorite from like the 80s instrumental song?
Just like instrumental.
Yeah.
Like, are you saying a song that's already an instrumental?
Yeah, so you got
so like Orion probably.
okay, yeah. I think that's the go-to.
That's the one that
I
always
just-
comes to mind when I want to play somebody just some fire instrumentals.
It's pretty classic. I really like the I don't know, on Call of Cthulhu. Is that how you say it?
I think that's how you're supposed to say it. I always
I
say
have no
Cthulhu,
idea.
but I think it's Cthulhu.
I think that's how you're supposed to say it, but it just doesn't sound right. I really like the weird vibe from that. Like it actually sounds creepy, I guess.
Yeah,
All right,
like.
do you want
that's
to rank top 5 Metallica albums right now?
Oh, off the top of my head, self-titled Metallica album number 1. Probably. I don't know. I would probably have to go. It's just called Ride the Lightning, right?
Yeah.
Ride the Lightning, then Master of Puppets, then. I mean, if we include the bass boosted version, and Justice for All, probably right there, number 4.
Oh yeah, bass boosted for sure.
And then number 5, I still like Kill 'Em All.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid. That's a pretty solid ranking. The only I probably do almost the exact same. I might put Ride the Lightning first because that's just always what I go to.
Yeah, that's my second go-to, but my number 1 go-to is always just a self-titled Metallica.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty solid. I think if we could do this real quick, because there's nothing about it on the outline. Do you have a thing for albums with the runtime? Like, if there's an album that's longer than an hour or something, does that affect it negatively or positively?
I couldn't tell you how long any albums are off the top of my head, so no.
Oh, okay. Because I've noticed that if there's
I think
really
if there's
like
a brand new
stuff that's
album, I
between-
guess I'd look at it.
Okay.
Like when a
If
rapper
it's like
drops an album.
40 minutes, bro, 40 minutes is just the best.
Yeah, the worst is like with the hip hop artists, a lot of them will take 8 months to make an album, and then it'll be 18 songs, but it's only like 35 minutes.
Oh,
So
they're
it's
all,
like a bunch of
super
like
short.
yeah.
I listened to it was pretty much like a mixtape a couple weeks ago of punk songs, and it was 2 different bands that combined on it, and it was like 30 songs, but it was 30 minutes long.
Oh,
So
that's
they were
weird.
all like a minute.
It's good when there's shitty songs to get them over with, but when there's like a really good song, you're like, dude, I just want this to keep going.
Yeah, because when you hear something good, you want it to be like a full 3 or 4 minute song or something, and then it just gets conked. But I guess you're right. The shitty stuff gets over. So
I guess that's what they're going for. Is just throwing a bunch of shit at the wall and seeing what sticks.
yeah, maybe if people like one of them, they'll make a longer version or something. All right, are we on 3?
Yeah, I did my 3.
3, I put the OCs, or I think you just call them OCs now. They've changed it like 5 times. I don't know.
I don't know what they are.
There's a song of theirs in Breaking Bad, so I know you've heard that, but you probably don't remember it.
No, not off the top of my head, at least.
They just make I don't know. It almost gives me like surf vibes, but just like a good, relatively recent rock band, which is hard to find. So that's why I kind of enjoy them. Mm-hmm. And probably like after this, I'll play the one from, or I'll send you the one from Breaking Bad because I know you've heard that for sure.
Oh, probably. Yeah, I definitely have if it's in the show.
Oh yeah. All right, Breaking Bad tier lit. No, I'm just kidding.
My number 2. So, as I said, I still do listen to a lot of hip hop, rap. My number 2 is Playboi Carti.
Alright.
See, like, this is stuff that you don't know, so it's like a little harder to talk about. But Playboi Carti's last album, Die Lit. I have listened to that album so many times. I think it's like my number 2 most played album of all time on iTunes.
I've seen
and it only came out like last year.
Yeah, a lot of people really rep that album. I've seen.
Sorry, can we ban Roman for spelling Playboy like that? Come on, Roman. Oh my god.
I didn't actually type in a word. I just put a bunch of asterisks. God damn it. So I don't know. All I've heard is that the only one that I've heard of is Die Lit, and everybody says it's Bond. So
well, the one before that is just called Playboi Carti. It's like a self-titled mixtape.
Of course.
And it had the one big song it has on it is called Magnolia. You've probably seen it in memes or something. It's a song that just goes, "In New York, I Millie Rock, hide it in my sock." I don't know. It's a big meme song. It was big as fuck. It was like top like 6 asterisks. That's what I assumed the word was, just because that's just what came to my head first. Who's your number 2?
All right. Hot take. Oh. Carly Rae Jepsen. Did you see the thing I sent you on Saturday?
I saw you sent me something about her.
So, Roman can back me up on this.
Oh.
Absolute genius. Every single album is all like about the same thing, but it's different, and I love it. So basically, like, I might have to do a whole. We could probably do a whole podcast on this, but this one dude just listened to the one album over and over, and after a while, he was like, "Oh, fuck, this sounds like I'm listening to similar shit." So he just went through everything and found that like every song fits like a framework of 7 different themes, and that they're like all connected. And I was like, you know what?
The fuck?
It's pretty cool. I kind of dig it. And aside from that, I really like 80s pop, and her last album was like that style, and I feel like everybody does that really shitty, but it's not shitty, so I thought it was pretty bon. So
yeah,
basically,
I was
like,
not expecting that. That's a freaking curveball.
Had to hit you with the hot take. It gives me like
Isn't
Michael
she this chick who
Jackson.
sings "Call Me Maybe"?
Yes.
Okay, that's the only song of hers I think I've heard.
I know. Everything on the last 2 albums is like 20 times better than that, and it's fire.
She kind of fucked herself by making that one shitty song.
Yeah.
Now nobody respects
these are
her.
Facts. I got over the hump. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it anyways, and then I got a Bond, so it was worth it.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to listen to it just because you made me curious.
Well, I gotta tell you I gotta show you the fucking theory shit though, because some of it's actually weird. Like I'll just give you one quick example. I like Call Me Maybe too, so. But so she did a like going through how all of them are connected. She even did a like Christmas album when she was really young with like a bunch of different people, and she wrote an original song for it, and even that song like fits the framework, which is kind of crazy.
Oh my god.
So it's a little she actually came out with a new song today, so I went through the lyrics. I was like, all right, let's see it. I want to see this. And it all fits, and it blows my mind.
It's messed up. Hurts my
Yeah,
head.
because I have another hot take. Shakespeare is a sellout.
Oh.
So
What the fuck? Where is this podcast going?
hold on. So when I was thinking how I had to rep her earlier, I was like, you know what? I could say that she has more artistic integrity than Shakespeare, because no matter like what her sales are or anything, she sticks to that same style. Whereas Shakespeare would be a total sellout, and remember how he'd throw in a couple lines about the English king and be like, oh yeah, that English king is
he pandered super
he's got a huge
hard.
dick.
He pandered bad.
He did. So Carly Rae Jepsen has more artistic integrity than Shakespeare, and that's the hot take.
Shakespeare was black. Stop whitewashing history.
Another quick tangent. Did you see that song I put in the general today?
I was at work. I haven't listened to it because I literally got home from work and got on my computer.
You're gonna love it. I looked up the live performance of it, and the lead singer does it in blackface.
Oh my god.
It's from like the 80s too.
Jesus.
It's pretty interesting. All right, that's my tangent. We can get back on track now.
If you want my number one, it's another rapper. It's Lil Uzi Vert. Lil Uzi Vert is well, you'll see. I'm gonna talk about it after we get done with our list. I'll lead you off my most listened to people, but I listen to a lot of Lil Uzi.
Okay.
I don't know. He's just my favorite. Like, I probably discovered him in junior year of high school, and I still listen to him to this day. He hasn't officially released an album in like 2 years now, and he only released one song during the entire 2018 calendar year, and he's only released 2 this year because he has like a bunch of problems with his label. But I still just listen to his old music anyways, just because I'm waiting.
So he's been making stuff for a while?
Yeah, if you listen to his old music though, it's really shitty.
Aw.
Because he's a rapper. I mean,
because
I wonder if Claughton listens to any good rap music. No, because I know anybody who says that definitely listens to like Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole and Logic, which are all of the worst rappers that exist. I'm sorry.
The hot takes are coming in.
Tell me who your favorite rapper is. He probably sucks dick.
I wanted you to say Drake.
Oh, I don't. Drake's just like neutral to me. I don't. He makes
Is Drake
radio
even
music.
a rapper though?
He makes radio music. I don't know. Sometimes. I mean, he's like an R&B rapper singer.
Yeah. So sometimes I like know how every
Isn't that the fucking guy who was an XXL freshman last year?
What?
Yeah, JID. I don't listen. I mean, I don't have an opinion on JID, so I don't know.
Clan, you know how everybody listens to every COD pro listens to Drake, or that's the meme. So there was a point in time where I did that as a joke. Like I just put it on while I played COD, and I thought the old shit was decent, but then you get to his new album Scorpion, and it's kind of ass.
Oh no, yeah, you went too far.
Yeah, I remember listening to because it came out around the time like Ninja, when I'd actually watch him stream. And I remember him listening to it, like he's listening to God's Plan on stream, and he's like, "Wow, this is fucking fire, dude! This is like the best thing I've ever heard." And I'm like, "God damn it!"
No, best Drake album is "What a Time to Be Alive." It's a co-album with Drake and Future that they made together. Best Drake album.
Oh, when did that come out?
2015.
Okay, I haven't heard that yet.
It's
the
really
one
good.
that every COD streamer listens to is Take Care. Every single one.
Oh god, that's because that one probably came out when they were like 15.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That has good songs on it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know. I don't really like when I like actually like Drake rapping better than like when he's like a weird like singing like he does a lot on Take Care.
What about if you're reading this It's Too Late?
That's actually my favorite one, but the What a Time to Be Alive just has bangers on it.
Yeah.
No,
right.
What a Time to Be Alive
Drake
is actually
Tangent?
the best one. Sorry. Drake is not on my top 50 or anything, though. Fuck you. That was not a fuck you to Looch, that was a fuck you to the world. Who's your number
Well,
one?
he's on every COD player's top.
Yeah, he's like every NBA
Um,
player's favorite person, too. He's just, like, big.
Yeah. So dialing it back, I actually did end up putting Cell Dweller at number 1 because it's just like every album is different, and that's just kind of what I
Cool.
enjoy. All right. But I don't know. I guess I could the same thing you're saying about the same thing how like I'll just go back and listen to the old shit, and that's just like that just sort of never stops, I guess.
Yeah, that's... Lil Uzi Vert has, like, 5 albums out or something, and his actual 5, like, albums that are on iTunes are good, but if you listen to, like, his stuff on YouTube and SoundCloud that came out before that, it's really bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But he was also, like, super high-pitched voiced and young, so...
Ah.
I mean, it doesn't help his image that he was trying to be, like, gangster as fuck, but he's, like, 5'2". Like, wait, how tall is he? He is 5'3".
Oh, that's tough. He's about as tall as my mom.
Yeah, he's really short.
Yeah, that's a hard image to put across.
I saw
Did he,
him
like, put
live
stilts on?
at Summerfest. No, but in his newest song,
Oh.
he does say, in reality, I'm 5'3", stand on my money, I'm 6'2".
Oh, okay.
I don't know, that's just stupid.
So he has music videos, I assume.
Yeah.
Do you think this is just like in general? Do they do the camera trick where like they put the camera down and have it pointing up at him a lot to make him taller?
I think if
feel
you
taller?
go back, he's more self-conscious about it, but now it's more like a meme.
Oh, okay.
So like now it's just like a thing, like that he's 5'3" and he doesn't care.
Okay. I was just curious.
No, they definitely, you can't tell because nobody knew that until like he got really famous.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, a lot of rappers are. Lil Wayne's only 5'5".
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of rappers are like if you just look at this thing, Eazy-E was 5'3".
Oh, I remember he was short.
I don't know. Pitbull's 5'7". I guess that's not that short. I mean, that's still short.
It's not. Yeah, I guess it's under average height for a male,
I'd say
right?
if you're under 5'10" as a man, I'm gonna consider you short.
Yeah, I agree with that.
5'10's the cutoff. Sorry.
Yep. No, these are facts. Even if you're 5'9", you're just a little short.
Yep. I mean, I don't know how
Still
tall you
fits
are.
under
You're
that
probably
one.
about the same height as me.
I'm like 5'11", I think.
Yeah. Well, you know, I like to say I'm 6 foot, so
Yeah, I like to say it too. I don't.
so I'm 6 foot, whatever.
I'm like 5'11" and a half. I'm like, all right, I'll round up a little bit.
Yep. I'm 6 foot. Anyways, so I'll just give you this here. I wrote down from the analytics the top 10 most listened to musicians.
Oh, we're gonna do the analytics.
That's where I have it on my thing. Unless you want to do it at the end. don't matter
Yeah,
to
let's do
me.
it at the end because
Okay.
I actually found the thing for Spotify, so I could do that too.
Okay.
A
So
little bit.
next is top 5 bands, right?
Yes.
Okay. I specifically chose bands because I didn't want to talk about rappers.
Okay.
I'm 6 inches. That's pretty nice.
So you want to do number 5?
Yeah. If we have anything in the same spot here, that would be insane. I think there's only maybe 2 bands that have a chance on my list.
Okay.
Not this one though. My number 5 is Pearl Jam,
Shit.
Which
My
we
number 5 is
haven't-
Iron Maiden. So
which we haven't talked about yet.
okay.
I haven't even mentioned Pearl Jam. I don't know. It's kind of funny because I only listened to one Pearl Jam. Oh my god, Pearl Jam
one album?
album, which is 10. That's
Okay.
like their only like super big album. Pearl Jam. It was like between number 5. It was between Pearl Jam and Stone Temple Pilots for me, which
Okay.
they basically make the same music.
I'll
I
have
don't know if
to-
you've listened to both of them or not.
I haven't listened to them yet, but they're always like at the top of my recommended, so I probably
Yeah,
will
Pearl
soon.
Jam. If like anybody who likes Pearl Jam, pretty much likes Stone Temple Pilots.
Okay.
I like Stone Temple Pilots, but Pearl Jam just has more like iconic songs, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like you've definitely heard some of them.
All right. Example.
Even Flow. The hook of Even Flow, I would be very surprised if you haven't heard it.
I'll have to conk it after, but I mean, probably have.
Yeah, I'm gonna write down so we can.
Oh yeah, stuff to conk. Gotta keep a list.
Um,
Roman put, I'm 6 inches, but I can handle 8. I'm gonna fucking ban you.
I don't know. That's kind of vague. You're not taking girth into consideration. Are you
God
saying
damn
you
it.
can handle any girth of 8 inches? Because I don't think that's true.
Yeah, that's definitely not true.
All right. What's your number? Oh, wait, yours is...
I put Iron Maiden
Yep.
number 5 just because I don't know. I feel like they're really consistent. Like they don't really make too much bad stuff. Like it's
Yeah,
always
see,
kind of
like, I can't
enjoyable.
really distinguish between all of their albums that much,
I
but
can't
they're
either.
all good.
So is that
What's your
like a good
favorite,
thing if you
like-
can't?
I think that means you don't have, like, you're not a one album wonder, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I mean, like, all of their albums, like Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, Run for the Hills, whatever. I can't even think of what the other ones are called. Those are my two favorite ones probably that I go to.
Okay.
Like, if I'm gonna listen to
put-
it, I either click. I usually go to Seventh Son of a Seventh Son.
I put Killers.
Yeah, they're all good.
I mean,
That just happens to be the first one I listen to by them, so that's just the one I go to.
Oh, okay. Hold on, I have to look at the track list on it because the thing with them is they all kind of like all their stuff kind of blends together,
Yeah,
and it's
good and
not
bad.
necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, it would be bad if it was all blending together and terrible, but I like all of it. I mean,
Yeah.
like, they're a good band that you don't have to worry about what album you're listening to because you know it's gonna be a good song.
Oh, wait, conspiracy theory. Killers came out on my birthday, not 99, but the date. So conspiracy.
Something about that is a conspiracy. Yeah, I'm sure we can find one.
It has the Ides of March, Wrathchild, Killers, self-titled track.
Number of the Beast is good.
Yep, that's my second one, I think. I put that down for my second one.
Yeah, I feel like Seventh Son of a Seventh
that-
Son is a weird favorite, but that's like my favorite.
Well, do you know what would be like for Metallica? I think the Black Album is probably the fucking like that's most people's go-to, or Master of Puppets maybe.
Yeah, or
Does
Master.
Iron
I feel like
Maiden
Master
have
of
a go-to?
Puppets. Probably is it number? I think
It probably is
Number of the Beast. That's the one. Like, whenever I say I listen to Iron Maiden, they're like, "Oh yeah, you know about Number of the Beast?" I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah. Okay. so
Jesus
it's probably
fucking
that
Christ, calm down.
one. I like how when people get super elitist about it.
Yeah, that's why I hate, like, when you get into music from the 60s to 90s this late in your life, everybody's super elitist about it. It's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be dominating every discography when I'm like 24 maybe, but you got to give it some time.
Here, I gotta open my door. It's fucking hot in here. I was trying to
Okay.
cancel out my AC so you couldn't hear it, even though you could probably hear it anyways.
We got through the top 5 current. We're going through top 5 bands. We're just going on so many tangents. I'm okay with it though. The tangents are fun. This video is weird. What the fuck? Forgot about this video.
Did it get louder, my mic?
No, I think it's the same.
Okay.
Alright,
You
we'll
can hear my
conk,
computer probably, though.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
I don't really hear much, so. Alright, number your.
My number 4 is Nirvana.
Oh shit. Well, we're gonna have them on the same list, but it's gonna be a different spot.
I was like, I think yours is gonna be higher than mine.
Yeah,
but I
but-
was like, it
well,
has
hey,
to
at
be in your
least-
top 5.
We're gonna have another crossover on this too, I guarantee it.
Oh yeah,
At least one.
I know at least, probably just one more, but
Yeah. Still excited.
Nirvana is like, I listened to them when I was little, but like, I only listened to like the really big songs. Like, I don't know. Like, even now, I still really only listen to their big songs, but like, when I turn on like Nirvana Essential Hits, I love every single song.
Yep.
And plus, just in general, like, I've watched like a few Nirvana, I mean, mostly just Kurt Cobain documentaries and videos, and
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, kind of fucked up that he died because he shot himself, but whatever.
That's
That's all I really know.
Those documentaries are like a super big rabbit hole. Like you kind of just get stuck in them.
Yeah, I know. When they talk about his life, I'm like, damn, this guy's fucked.
Yeah.
Sucks. Like, he had a shitty time.
I could add on to some of that, but I'll save it for when I get to him in the list.
Who's your number 4?
4, I put Breaking Benjamin on the list because I'm a big Breaking Benjamin guy.
Oh, I understand.
Um,
I feel like I know a lot of people who are big Breaking Benjamin guys.
yeah, the emo phase is strong in this one. Plus, some of their most recent album is almost like metal in a sense. Like there's actually they kind of like go that direction, so I like it too. Um, but yeah, they just have a lot of OG songs that are super nostalgic, I guess. And then of course like the Halo soundtrack, that's just Bond for me.
Yep, that's just freaking
So
icing on the cake.
yeah, exactly.
Um,
Montage songs too. They've just got a ton of
oh
them.
yeah. My number 3 is Green Day,
Oh yeah.
because Green Day like is one of the bands that I listened to a lot as a child, in youth in general, and I still listen to a lot right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
They're
know.
one that kinda, like,
They got a
sticks
lot
through
of
the
good.
years,
They
I
got a
guess.
lot of like big hits. That helps.
Yeah. Well, they made anything since didn't they have a new album like a couple years ago?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't listen to that
That's
bullshit.
I think I heard one song off it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called Revolution Radio, and it came out in 2016.
Okay. I'll have to
Before
count
that,
that one now.
it was 5 years before that, in 2009.
Big comeback.
I think they've only released 3 albums since. I know there was that album Trey in 2012.
Okay.
It has like one good song on it.
Aw. Well, they got the legendary American Idiot, so
Yep,
I mean that's got to be like a top album.
that was like 2000. It's 2004.
Yeah. Oh, whoops! I conked my list. 3, I put Rush, which is more of a recent development, but they kind of remind me of Iron Maiden in a sense where not too much sticks out, but I kind of just like listen to the albums and I'm like, I enjoyed most of it. Like it just doesn't really, which I guess
Right.
is like we said before, a good thing. Because you have bands like, I don't know. I guess you could use Green Day as an example too, where they have like
A
something
lot
super
of bad
standout.
songs.
Yeah. So there's some stuff that you don't enjoy as much to go through, but the stuff that's good is like really good. So if you did like a line chart of Green Day, it'd be like super up down up down up down up down.
Right,
Until
Green
you
Day
get
has
to
a lot of
American
good
Idiot.
songs to add to a playlist, but not a good thing to listen to like their entire discography.
Yeah. So if you made like a Green Day best hits thing, like that would just be great to listen to. But you probably don't want to go through like all the albums, if that makes sense.
And I'm just like always been more of like I like to listen to an album, not like a playlist.
Me too. Yeah. I think it's more enjoyable that way. That's why.
Are-
Okay, so remember we were talking about the elitist thing?
Yeah.
Do people ever conk you with that, where they're like, "Oh, you like this? You know, name fucking 10 songs," and it's like, I don't look at song titles ever.
Yeah, see,
like-
I listen to most of my music, not most, but like probably half my music at work. So I just have a YouTube tab open, minimized, and it just plays through songs all day. Do you know how many good songs I've heard that I don't even know the name of the band that played them?
Yeah.
Like I
probably a lot.
never hear the songs again unless it happens to come on and I recognize it.
Yep.
Like that's I don't pay attention. Like I don't like look down on my phone and memorize the track list.
Yeah. So that's why that shit kind of pisses me off.
Like that was much more of a thing that happened back in the day because you had a physical copy of the album and people used to like people would study the cases for them and like a lot of
Yep.
people would just like read them and like the pamphlets that came with them while they listened to the albums. That's not a thing
Mm-hmm.
anymore.
Yeah, most of the time you're like doing something else, like passively listening to music
Yeah.
and shit like that.
I'm not like it's not like a solo like music is like what you're doing. Music is like a background thing.
Yeah, I don't like completely focus on it unless I'm watching a music video or something.
Right. Which we'll get
So-
into it a little bit.
Yeah. All right, next one.
My number 2 is Metallica.
Oh, we nailed it. We got the same number 2.
Oh, I didn't know if that was
Let's
going to
go.
be your number 1 possibly, so I was like, that's probably the most likely one though. We've
Yeah,
talked
I
about
knew we were gonna
Metallica
get
enough.
both.
I'll just leave it off at Metallica's my second favorite band ever now, as of me finding them
I
6 months
I
ago.
agree because we've bonded them so much in this podcast
Mhm.
already. But like Metallica's 80s stuff and then some of the 90s too is just like the best.
I don't even hate like the 2000s, but like, you know,
No, I don't either.
if you compare it to their 80s, it's bad.
If you made Saint Anger with like the Black Album sound, it would probably be good.
Yeah, if like you sent me like Metallica's newest music and you're like, hey, this is a new band, I would probably think it's way better. But since it's Metallica and you're comparing it to all their
Yeah,
greatest stuff, you're like, eh.
yeah, I agree with that. Like, you're not gonna you're not gonna be like, oh, let me choose Saint Anger
Yeah,
over
Saint Anger's my
Master of Puppets today.
favorite album. If anybody said that to me, I would never talk to them again.
That would be very questionable. That's like a red
Unless it
flag.
came out like when you were like 5 years old and it just happened to be the first Metallica album you heard. See, that's why
Yeah.
MW2 is my favorite game. It's horrible, but it was my first COD.
Yeah, the first thing's always like a special place.
That's
in
the
your heart,
only
pretty
way
much.
I would be okay.
All right, number one.
I feel like you could probably guess what my number one is, but it's Queen.
I was gonna say Eween.
Yeah, it's
The Y.
Queen is just I like every single Queen album. I like how they go through all their different genres. You know, they're originally kind of like a rock band, and then they're like, nah, actually we're gonna make like rock opera, and then they're like, you know
Yeah.
what, we're gonna actually make real rock, and they're like, you know what, we're just gonna sing with instruments, and then they just like it's weird. Like every
just do
album is
everything.
almost a separate genre. I mean, they did a rock opera is their biggest thing, but.
Yeah, so that's like Bohemian Rhapsody and stuff like that.
Yeah, but like, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. What is that album called? The one with the freaking like weird robot thing on it. News of the World. That album is
Okay.
like actual like rock music, like with like heavy freaking
Okay.
like electric guitar, and you're like, what the fuck is this? This is not Bohemian Rhapsody.
Is that what I should start with then? Because I wanted to go through their stuff and I like just did not know where to start.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting if you just like the way I did it when I obviously had heard their biggest songs first, but the way I did
Yeah.
it was I just went through their discography from the beginning to the end because it's almost like, especially if you know like their story, it's like a cool journey just to like listen to all of it.
Okay.
But if you want to
Maybe I'll
listen
do
to like
that
which one you'll like the most, like that's the one that has like "We Will Rock You" on it and "We Are the Champions" and shit like that.
Okay, so I probably would like that one the most.
Yeah, it has like it has I can't remember what that song's called, but it has some like, it actually has some good guitar. Yeah, I know. Freaking in the background, I'm just looking at this shit.
This has been so distracting the whole time.
It's mostly what's making me lose my train of thought. It's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
that's. I kind of want to.
Have you seen the
That's
movie?
like a big one
The
on my
movie's
list.
really good.
Oh, I haven't seen the movie yet. Is it out on like
Oh,
streaming DVD?
It's on Blu-ray. I own the Blu-ray if you want
Okay.
to borrow it.
Ooh, I might have to because I do want to watch
I
that.
bought it on Blu-ray like the day it came out.
Oh yeah,
I didn't even see
it's
it in
supposed to
theaters.
be. It's actually really good, right?
I like it. I mean, people have their complaints all the time, but
Well, everybody's gonna fuck, especially with a band as big as that.
Yeah.
As big as that, they're always
do
gonna
you listen to
complain.
Tool? No, you know, here. This is. Let me tell you what I know about Tool.
Oh God.
So I used to work at this guy with this guy at Shopko, who did cocaine in the parking lot, and all he drank all he did ate for lunch was he would drink 2 whole Monsters in 15 minutes and eat a pack of beef jerky. And one time he was like, "Hey, do you want to go to Wendy's after work together and get Frosties or whatever they're called?" And I was like, "You know what? I'm sure." And then we went inside, and I was like going to sit down after we got our Frosties. He's like, "No, wait, come out to my car. We'll eat them in there." I'm like, "All right, I'm about to get fucking killed," but like, let's go. Then he's like, "All right, have you ever listened to Tool?" I'm like, "No, I don't know what that is." And I sat there and listened to an entire Tool album in the parking lot at Wendy's while eating ice cream with the guy who does cocaine. So I would say that Tool's my favorite band.
That sounds like a really good scenario to listen to Tool.
It was very bizarre because just
That's like-
moments
paints a
before
really nice picture.
at work we were working together, and he was talking about his love for Donald Trump, and
Wait, really?
yeah, he dressed up in a full suit to go to a Donald Trump rally, and they wouldn't let him in.
Oh my God.
But yeah, that's my experience with Tool. So it's kind of like Halo Wars with Jared. It just got ruined.
Oh, so it could be good, but it
Like,
just
I
got
don't know.
caught.
I've never listened to it after that because I'm scared I'll turn out like him.
Okay, that makes sense. I can't really add too much to that. I've only heard like little bits of songs and they sounded decent, but
It's
I
a
didn't listen to
weird,
them
bizarre
in the Wendy's
experience I
parking
had.
lot, so
Yeah.
I can't really relate to that.
in his dusty ass like '97 Chevy Cobalt. I don't know what it was, but I don't even know if that was a car in '97.
You might have to write a short story on this.
It made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, people would eat this shit up, I think. I gotta finish out top 5 bands because we're like gawking so hard.
I know, this is the most off-topic podcast of all time.
It's pretty great though. I think the tangent's the best part. So the top 5 bands of all time, I rounded it out with Nirvana at number 1. So Queen, how long have you been listening to them super hard?
Probably since I'd say like September of last year or something.
So it's still like fairly recent.
Yeah.
So I find that interesting because it's the same thing here. Like I heard all the big songs, but I didn't start actually going through their stuff until like March of this year. Yeah. So yeah, until March I had only heard like Smells Like Teen Spirit and Heart Shaped Box and all like the obvious things.
My favorite song is Heart Shaped Box.
Yeah, that's a solid pick. That's top 3 for me.
Actually, my favorite song is Rape Me. No.
Dude, Rape Me's not a bad song. Roman hates it. It's intense, alright?
No, I don't hate it. I'm just saying it's funny.
No, it is
Rape
funny.
isn't funny. Let me come out and say that. Like, let me come out like Roman quick and
The best part, I remember when I had Rape Me playing and Roman was just like, what? Like, he just put like a what face in the chat. I just like how they troll at live shows and be like, they do the Smells Like Teen Spirit intro and then they play Rape Me. That's funny.
The best thing is when they did the freaking
I'm gonna play it.
TV show. What is that thing called?
Are you talking about the one where the Smells Like Teen Spirit troll?
The one where what is that called? Because Queen got their big break on that too.
I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I can't even tell from the video, but I gotta play it. I never said I hated it. It's kind of weird. I gotta bitch about that for a second. Glenn, you know how
what? Oh, sorry.
Have you ever heard the people that listen to Rape Me and they're like, oh, this is a pro-rape song? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Like everybody who's like Eminem's pro-rape because he used to rap about it. I mean, I don't like Eminem, but that shit's stupid if you think that.
That stuff gets so
okay, so there's like this British music TV program. It might have been on MTV, I don't remember. It's called Top of the Pops. But what they do...
That's it.
Oh, that's what you're on right now. Yeah.
Yep.
So they make you use a pre-recorded thing and lip sync it. They will not let you perform live on that. And yeah, Nirvana was the one where they fucked off and they trolled them. And Queen was just pissed, but they did it. Like, they argued super heavily against doing a pre-recording. Like, everybody does, because why would you want to do that?
Yeah, it's dumb. That shit just kind of goes against like what makes live performances good. So I'm glad that there's bands that like went against that.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really wants to do that unless you're a bad band with autotune or something.
What I'm looking at right now is if Claughton was doing a live performance when he's like eating the mic.
God, that fucking performance. I've seen that one so many times.
It's so funny. So yeah, rounding it out, I just think that I think that it's like they're really good at setting a mood. I think they're one of the best at doing that as far as it goes for different bands. And then I just like the shit that they sing about, like Rape Me. That's my favorite song.
Yeah, it's easily my favorite Nirvana song. I have the entire lyrics tattooed on my back.
Same. I mean, it's pretty, all you need is Rape Me.
Yeah,
repeat it a few times.
I just had it
like
a lot of times.
Yep. God damn it.
Top 5 albums. This is how long is this? I feel like we've been talking forever.
We're gonna have to do a part 2 because we're already over an hour.
Oh my god.
Actually, wait. I think we're just hitting an hour because we fucked off for a little bit, right? Okay, yeah. So we'll just end up doing a part 2.
Because all we have left is top 5 albums and notable mentions, basically, and music videos. And
I got a lot for the albums, though. I don't know if you do.
For what? For top 5 albums?
Yeah.
How do you have a lot?
Or the mentions. I did a lot for the mentions.
I only put 5 mentions.
Okay.
But okay, so top 5 albums. My number 5, which is a weird one because we haven't even talked about this person yet.
I also have a weird one.
But I've listened to this album a lot, and in my analytics, you can see my number 5 is "Don't Smile at Me" by Billie Eilish.
Oh, is that that's not the new one, but
No,
that's
that's the one
before it?
before the new one.
Okay.
I really like the new one too, but I listen to Don't Smile at Me more.
I
Um,
respect it. It's interesting.
yeah, I like Billie Eilish is something my family, whenever I listen to it, they're like, "This is not what I imagine you listening to," but Billie Eilish is like one of my favorite people right now, and I honestly should probably be on my current musicians list.
I agree with that. She's like the honorable mention sixth spot for me, probably.
Oh, really? You're into that?
Yeah, I thought the new album was like when I first listened to it, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And then I just kind of kept going back to it.
Yeah. If have you listened to them? Don't Smile at Me.
I haven't.
That
but I
album is
should.
much better, in my opinion. It's
All right,
a
I'm
lot,
gonna
it's
have
a
to
different
knock it.
vibe though. It's
Okay.
like I don't know. It's a lot more like happier than the new album.
Yeah,
the
the
album
new
is
one's
like pretty
it's a little
dark.
dark. Yeah,
I have the freaking CD for a new album.
I respect it though for being a dark pop album.
Yeah, well, she's like probably the biggest female artist in the world right now, so she can do whatever the fuck she wants.
There's a really good video where Dwight from The Office grills her on Office trivia.
Oh, I did not know that was a thing.
It's pretty great to see him like come in and get pissed over like not knowing these super specific things. Because you'd probably do bad, bro. It was really hard.
I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, let's add that to the
All right,
cheese
what's
after
your
this
weird
list.
number 5?
Oh, well, I guess it's not that weird. Repping the artistic integrity over Shakespeare from earlier, I put Emotion on here because it's the bomb. That's I think it came out in 2015. So it came out after the album that Call Me Maybe's on, and it's like an 80s.
Oh, I was like, what is Emotion?
It's like a 80s fusion synth pop Carly Rae Jepsen Bond, and I love it.
Oh, June 24th, 2015.
There
Genre,
you go.
pop music, dance pop.
No, they should put like 80s retro because that's what it is. Like, so what? I don't know. Whatever you read that off, I
That
gotta
was
disagree.
Google. I don't know. I was
Fuck
just
Google.
looking. So probably Wikipedia, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's different. But if you like 80s shit, you'd probably like it a lot.
I guess now I'll have to freaking check out some Carly Rae Jepsen. Making me curious.
Yeah, I'm on the train. I don't know if you're gonna be on the train, but I'm on the train.
All right.
And this is a recent development too. This is like this week of going through new stuff. Like I listened to it for the first time exactly a week ago, and I've re-listened to it at least 5
Roman's
times
on the
already.
train. All right, you guys have got me. I might be on the train when you talk to me tomorrow.
It's a worthy
Because
train.
I will
I
listen
think.
to an entire album tonight.
All right.
My number 4, because we haven't fucking mentioned this album enough yet, is American
Okay.
Idiot by Green Day.
There we go.
It's just a good album.
Yeah, it had to be in there at some point.
I don't want to talk about that album anymore. We've said everything that can be said.
Here, we can talk about this one. So I didn't mention Megadeth for the albums or for the bands, but
Ooh, what's
I
your
put
favorite
Rust,
Megadeth album?
I put Rust in Peace for the albums.
Yup.
Rust in Peace is
Best
really
Megadeth
fucking
album.
good.
It's fucking great. Now I
Yep.
feel stupid for having no Megadeth. Megadeth is not even mentioned anywhere on any of my lists.
Well, I didn't mention Billie Eilish. I feel stupid for that. So that's gonna happen.
Megadeth is amazing. That album in
Yep.
particular, I've listened to like 100 fucking times.
That album's like potential for just like best metal album. Definitely like best solos.
Yeah, that album is really good.
like-
Megadeth is somebody that I discovered around the same time as Metallica, and I think Metallica just hooked me a little more, so I stuck with them.
Yep.
Because when I was listening to Megadeth, like I liked Rust in Peace, but like I didn't dislike their other albums, but like they didn't catch me as much.
Rust in Peace is one of those things where it's just so good that everything
It
else
just makes their other
pales.
stuff look bad.
Yep.
Not bad.
Although I
but-
think honorable mentions, I put Peace Cells in there because I like Peace Cells.
Yeah, I don't remember their album titles other than Rust in Peace, but
It's the red one with the nuke.
oh, I have actually I've listened to that one because I remember opening my tab up and seeing that picture.
Hmm. That's the only one that I think comes close, but Rust in Peace is just on another level.
I agree. That's just fact.
All right, number Yuri.
My number 3 favorite album. So summer 2016, I probably listened to this album all the way through, like twice a day for like 5 months straight. Is Lil Uzi Vert versus the World by Lil Uzi Vert.
Okay.
That album, just like that summer, there's actually a lot of memes where it's like everything was perfect when this album was out. Like this everybody listened to this album who like listen to that kind of music, and like it's just like really like catchy like rap, like you know you can like because it's like almost like singing auto-tuned rap a little bit, so
Yeah.
you can like anything you can actually sing along to, which is the problem with rap is like a lot of times that you just can't understand it.
Yep.
But this one is like really appealing to like the general public, I would say.
Oh, so it's his radio album, I guess.
It's the album that made him famous. Nobody knew who he was before that album. It's like his first
Okay.
real like
Okay.
album. And
Is it
so
like
he
his
was,
second or third one, or?
and I think it's his first album. Like rappers always have mixtapes, but
Oh, okay. I see.
let me see. No, actually, no. I think there's one more before it. I think I'm just sounding like a huge noob right now.
This is an underrated Weird Al video, by the way, Gump. Or underrated song as well.
He had an album called Love Is Rage come out before it, which was like decent. Also, this is a good one too. Yes, Gump is great.
So it's technically a second one?
He released 2 albums during the 2016. I don't know which one came out first. This is
rip.
July 31st, and Uzi Vert was April 5th. Oh, so actually, yeah, Uzi Vert versus the World is his second album. And he
Okay.
immediately released the third album right after it. That was pretty big. And then
Okay.
he didn't release another album for over a year. And then since then, he hasn't released another album.
I was just wondering because I feel like that's a common trend. Like usually the second or third album is the best for a lot of bands and artists. Not always, but
Yeah, I really like all of his albums, but that one in general, like every single song in that album, I will listen to all the way through.
mm-hmm.
What is your number 3?
3, I went with Boston's self-titled album, which is. Have you listened to it yet?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. It's like a classic rock masterpiece, pretty much. Like, if you put on a random like 70s rock station, any song, like literally any song off this album could be on it because
Oh, really?
it's
Wow.
just it's like complete from top to bottom. And this one, because you mentioned the parents earlier, my parents listen to this one a lot, so I guess this is the inspiration for that here too. But it's just like, have you ever heard the song "More Than a Feeling"?
It
bet-
sounds familiar.
I bet if I played it, you'd recognize it. But Little Connection, that's actually what the inspiration for the guitar riff on "Smells Like Teen Spirit" is from. So that's kind of weird. But yeah, Boston's a really classic album that I think a lot of people have probably heard the songs, but they just don't know what it is, and it's Bon. See,
I've heard of the band.
Roman even knows. So it's confirmed.
I will definitely add that to my long list of bands I need to discover.
Yeah, the list is tough, dude.
All right, do you want to hear my number 2?
Have you not had a Metallica album yet?
No.
Oh, all
And
right, go
I
ahead.
still won't for number 2.
Ah, damn it.
My number 2 is XXX Tentacion presents Members Only Volume 4.
Okay.
So it's like basically every single song almost. This XXX, I'm sure you know at least because he died, is
I wasn't aware.
like every song, and then Members Only is like his rap group that all of his friends are on, and it's just I really like it. That album is lit.
Okay.
Are you talking about mine, Roman? I wasn't paying attention to when you sent that.
All right, yeah, he's talking about it, yeah.
You're what? Curious?
Big,
you
yeah,
say?
yeah, he's talking about yours. Oh, is it the one? The only song of his I've heard is Moonlight.
Oh God.
That's
Like,
the only one I've heard.
The
so I'm
most
just-
like generic radio bullshit song he's ever made.
Roman gave me that one. So
I mean, it's a catchy song, but it's just spotlight,
Actually-
moonlight,
I know it might not have been Roman. I changed my mind, but someone gave me that one. That's the only one I've heard. I was
Like, if you
curious.
want to listen to like OG freaking XXX, you gotta listen to like, his album called Revenge, which is not even really a full album. It only has like 6 songs on it, and they're all really
okay.
short. But okay, so he has "Look at Me," which is his biggest song of all time, and then there's like another song on the album. There's "Young Brats," which is just this aggressive screaming song where he's just like.
No, that I'd probably like.
And then there's "Rip Roach," which freaking has some goat lyrics.
Okay.
It starts off, it's like, "Cocaine for my breakfast, hold that pistol, amp it, dexterous, yeah." Pussy boy talk reckless, he might end up on a stretcher. I know like that whole song. Oh wait, no, and then it's followed up with fuck with a set, you get wet like a pussy.
I mean, those are pretty good bars.
But the members only album that I'm talking about has some like really fucking good songs on it, and just like they meme around a lot too.
Okay.
So he has this song with his like this guy named Ski Mask, the Slump God. They've made like fucking a shit ton of songs together. They were like best friends and blew up together. And they have this song. So you know when like the freaking shitty memes were going around when we were like seniors in high school of it's like what in tarnation, and then it was just like puns on that. So he made a song called What in XXX Tarnation, and it's like
oh my
just
god,
30 the first 30 seconds they're not even like talking. It's just a beat, and they're just going, they really gonna hate us for this one. They really ain't gonna like us. And then the beat drops like super aggressively. He's just like, eat my ass. And it freaking drops. And the best lyric in that song is what is it? It says something like my gun got dyslexia, that mean I shoot backwards. Like they're just memeing super hard all the time back then.
That sounds great.
Yeah, he's a legend.
That sounds like how you'd write a song.
Oh yeah, he writes some fucked lyrics, dude.
I'm into fucked lyrics, so I might have to.
If you listen to his like newer music, like his like last two albums before he fucking died, it's a lot more like.
I like how aggressive you are with it. You're like, where he fucking died.
Dude, that's the first famous person death that actually legitimately made me feel sad.
Well, how recent was that? Was that last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw him in concert at the small rave hall way before he blew up.
I was not aware of that.
That was my first concert ever.
So how long ago was that then?
That would have been
maybe like high school
over 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
That was when he only had one big song.
All right.
And he like performed on a smaller stage. He didn't even get to perform in the big room. And he brought Ski Mask with him and like all these random dudes who nobody knew back then. And I was like so lit for that concert. And that was fucked. That concert was messed up. There was like girls on stage whipping their titties out from the crowd and shit.
What? I missed out.
Yeah. He died though. He freaking got shot in his BMW.
Oh, that's what happened?
Yeah, he went to go buy a motorcycle with like 50 grand cash on him, and he got pinned by 4 guys like trying to leave the store, and they demanded his money, and they were gonna kill him, but he wouldn't give it to him, so they freaking shot him, and everybody just sat there and recorded his like lifeless body, and nobody jumped. If somebody would perform CPR, he'd probably be alive.
That's fucked. Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's fucking dead now, so you know, R.I.P.
The way you talk about it is so dumb.
Makes me sad.
I know. I just love listening to how you deal with that stuff. It's always like it's not funny, but it is. Like the way you process it is. Like when you were talking about Nirvana earlier, you know, like, oh yeah, it sucks that he had to shoot himself. I don't know. I think it's funny. I can't do it now, but the lead singer of Boston actually has a really fucked suicide story too. So we'll have to go through that in like the second part or something. 'Cause that's just gonna be part of the music podcast now, I guess.
Yeah, once we finish these albums, we'll just stop for this time.
Yeah. So I gotta do number 2. I put Master of Puppets from Metallica because, I don't know. I feel like it's the top. I like Ride the Lightning recently, but I feel like this is the one I've listened to the most overall. So and plus it's like you can't really go wrong with it. Like every song on it's good. So
every song on it is good. Plus it has Orion, which is like one of my favorite songs ever.
Orion's Big Bon, the actual Master of Puppets song is Big
really
Bon,
good.
and then
that's one of my
some of the
songs.
Some of the low key songs like Sanitarium and Leper Messiah.
Sanitarium
I really like those too.
is literally maybe my favorite Metallica song ever.
I low key like Disposable Heroes and Damaged Inc. Yeah, I'll just name them all.
Just go through the whole fucking
just name them all. Battery's good. Like they're all good times. So it's just you can't go wrong.
All right, well here, let me tell you my number 1. It's Metallica by Metallica.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise known as the Black Album.
Yep.
Which is better name than I hate self-titled shit.
Favorite song on that?
It's just got to be Enter Sandman.
Okay.
I really like Sad But True.
I was just gonna say that Sad But True is my favorite.
But like Enter Sandman, dude, the freaking Oh, but the guitar on that song just gets me like so hype every time.
Yeah, it's like a go-to. They play that at sporting events and shit, right? Like
Yeah,
that's
it's
pretty
big.
common for
Like in
that.
between, like, uh, you know, like the really like freaking intense guitar solo that's like in the middle of the song. Not
Yeah,
solo, but like basically a guitar solo. I
yeah.
That part right there is my favorite part of the song. I better than any of the like singing
Hmm.
and shit.
I mean, that's I think that's a good choice.
I listen. I used to. I mean, I still listen to it like probably every other day on my way home from work. But I used to listen to it every single day on my way to work and away home.
Hmm.
Just the instrumental for that is so good.
Yep. Fucking
Did you say your number
all
one?
their I haven't gotten to it yet.
Okay.
All their instrumentals on the Black Album are so good.
Yeah.
Even I like The God That Failed goes hard.
Yeah, and holier than I mean, I'm just gonna end up naming all the songs again.
Um, Nothing Else Matters is classic.
That is classic. Sabatru might be my favorite song off that, like, but it's really close between that one and Enter Sandman.
Yeah, it's Big Bon. Um, this is basically a Metallica podcast, honestly. Like
Yeah.
we bond every category. My number one I put In Utero by Nirvana because I think that Nevermind is like the most
Yeah, I don't know the names
accessible
of their
one.
albums.
Yeah, so Nevermind's the one with the naked kid,
Oh, okay.
the
That's
baby.
probably the only one that I've actually listened to the whole thing.
In Utero has a heart-shaped box on it,
Yeah, it's my
and
favorite song.
I like In Utero because Nevermind's like the most accessible, but In Utero is like the most honest and fucked out of all of them. Like it's almost hard to listen to at some points. And it has some pretty great lyrics. Like I had this is one of my favorite lines of all time. If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to ask someone else first. It's like such a
Dude,
it's such like a
listening to like
douchey
that kind of
line.
music though, like it's almost like uh a different experience listening to it the first time and knowing about the drug addiction and the suicide and everything.
Yeah,
Like
that's
it's like a different like than if you would have listened to it when he was alive.
yeah. I imagine if you listened to it when he was alive, you probably would have thought like, well, that was a Nirvana record. Like there's nothing too insane about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But now
Um,
it's just like I don't know, it's like almost messes with your head to listen to some of those dark songs.
Yeah, and especially this one has the most like honest and dark ones out of any of the stuff that he put out, especially because it's the last one that they did. So, um, yeah, that definitely makes it like different listening to it. Because you know, if you listen to it in the '90s, you'd be like, ah, this shit, you know, it doesn't mean anything, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, I think like that always like anybody who makes dark music and something bad happens to them after the fact, it's always way different when you listen to it again.
Yeah, and then you have the people that you know nobody really thinks too much about it when it's coming out, but then you have the people that are like, oh, how did nobody realize this? It's like,
Oh,
come on,
yeah, come on, fuck off.
like, that's kind of annoying.
Get good, kid.
Yeah. Like
All
this,
right.
this kid's got two dead. He doesn't even have a UAV. Like, come on.
Yeah, he definitely did not hit rotations. He's definitely like playing control on C side, and they gave up B, and he still didn't rotate
Bro.
A. Instead, he rotated back spawn.
He doesn't even hold burger on terminal. Like, come on.
Fucking noob. All right, that was a weird way to end the podcast with the freaking Call of Duty references, but all right, this is end of part one because I should have expected this, but it's just a long podcast. We still got to talk about
Are we
music
doing a
videos.
second part after we get back on, or like today, or should we do it tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm gonna go take a freaking shower after we
I
stop
gotta
recording
yiss
here
bad.
and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like a little bit later, like after I eat and shit.
Yeah,
Oh my
maybe
god,
in
it's
a
already
few
6
hours.
o'clock.
Yep.
I don't know. I'll just let you know.
All right.
All
That was
right.
pretty fun.
I'm gonna stop recording now.